haven't seen yet. Let's see.
Sounds great to me.
Well, this is where I was yesterday. And you, I think you asked for an invite, and I invited you, but you couldn't come in. Can you
Oh,
follow
okay.
me through this wall?
Sure, let's go. Yeah, let me mute myself here too. Okay, nice. It's a cozy place.
Can you look in all the spots, or are you on the computer?
I am at the computer, but from what I have seen before, I think PC gives a lot of options that are not available in headset. So
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
But I don't know. You can come over here and climb up, and you can come up here.
Okay, time to explore. That's a really sweet picture. I like how they use the sound of rain.
Yeah, you're upstairs. Okay.
Aw, there's ramen in here. It's like a little fortress.
It's always hot.
A lot
It's
of
always
donuts.
steaming.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. Pillow fight.
I can't. Oh, it goes for a little bit. This is really nice. This is one of my favorite walks.
Oh, there's a hammock on the top, right? Ooh, Mardelis Wire's joining.
Who built this world?
You can look it up on your menu.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You just go to world, so you can read about it.
Yep.
So, by Sam. Well, yeah, actually, it said it on the ferry. The place seems like very tiny. Particles,
it's one of the tiny places.
Very.
But I love it.
Yeah, it feels like a childhood, fortress.
Yes, that's what everyone said. It reminds them of being somewhere that's small when you're a kid and you can hang out. So I come and hang out here when I'm with a friend where we want it to feel cozy, and we want a small space so we feel comfortable, and we come here.
Yeah, last time we actually explored a house that was really chill as well. I can show you that world if you haven't seen it before.
Yeah, there is a world that I think will keep you busy for a while. Do you want to do it, see, or no?
Oh, sure, why not? We have some new people.
Hi.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah, so
hi.
let's go to. This is a PC world. Is everybody here on PC?
No, I will have to come back in on a PC.
Oh,
Yeah,
is
I'm
it
gonna
different for
be on
you?
Join Me, so you will be able to join me. But this world is really cool. It
Okay,
was
so
done
I'll
by a
come back in.
doctor, and I
Hmm.
feel like there's a big story to this world. So come and join us. I see the portal is behind you
Okay, let's jump in.
on the
Go
Oh,
bed.
what is
through and
this?
then I'll come.
Got you. Come join back whenever you can. Hmm. Looks like some kind of noir story or play. Hmm.
Those are the mirrors, though.
Wow, is it? It has Russian
I'm
references.
stuck here, Julie. I'm going to be for a
Hey, you can
bit,
hunt.
not the whole world.
You can hunt
Nah.
as races.
Hi,
Hello.
Stephanie. Hi.
You're looking. Hello. How's it going?
Good, good.
Your
Uh,
avatar looks. Oh, maybe I have to change.
Yeah, how
Oh
does
no,
it
it's
look?
the same. Whoa.
It should look like a blue
An
alien,
alien.
maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, alien lady.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
cool.
yeah.
Into mind.
Yeah,
Whoa.
I just meant to tell about it's a character from one of my favorite games, which is called Mass Effect, and I was going to tell about it like to yes, a demon lady's back. Yeah, I was going
Oh.
to tell my well, just my friends about this character, so I decided to tell in the video as I'm wearing this avatar a little bit later, maybe. So the curious thing about them is that they live up to 1,000 years, and it just breaks my mind, like how that changes the perspective when you know that your life cycle is going to be much longer.
Yeah. Haha.
That is so
Wow.
funny.
Yeah.
There are so many writings in Russian.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
a world by a Russian.
It's a
doctor.
Russian.
I thought more people were gonna join us, so that's why I haven't started the trip yet. But because they're gonna get lost, we have to
Yeah.
do it as a group. So Stephanie, I know you wanted to go finish your avatar, and I'll text you when I'm done.
Ja, helemaal goed. Ja, I've seen this world and it takes up a long time.
Yeah.
No, okay.
I don't know if
Dus,
somebody else
nou,
is
have
joining
fun.
us, Ozzy.
I think John is coming back. Yeah, John is coming back definitely, but
Yeah.
Is there any feature in VRCHAT that helps to have like something like a megaphone?
No, you have to stay together.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is a Russian doctor, and his works are very artsy, and it's like a story. Like you feel things. Like when I walk through his world, I almost feel like he's showing me something through his art. Like I get that there was a spot where there was a white coat hanging, and it felt so sad and so lonely to me, and I knew something bad was gonna happen. Then the next scene, something bad happened. You know, it's like he totally brings
Narration?
PR
Cool.
and art to get to your emotions. Yeah.
It seems like it's a very decent thing, actually. The design itself, like it has its own, features. I thought it was a coincidence when in the beginning of the loading screen, I've seen like something on the right reminded me that of a Russian buildings. I'm like, oh, those gloomy buildings on the right, and on the left you have like a some kind of Gothic building. Very curious.
Yeah. It's a Russian world, and we were trying to read some of this stuff in Russian.
Evacuation plan.
I think he translated into English. When I first came here, everything was in Russian.
Mm.
He's figuring it out. Like this, for example, is in Russian. Can you read this over here?
Well, this one.
But no, over here.
Oh yeah. Well, it doesn't mean too much. There's just an instruction for calling. It's something like an intercom for some of the housing. Yeah, just call the number.
Sometimes this door is open. You have to press the number, and then this door opens. We can have to figure it out. But this was all in Russian. When the world first opened, everything was in Russian.
Interesting. I was checking in, like when I was waiting, I was checking a chair on the chair. I was checking the different groups of one of my friends, and there was like a rather large community of Russian speakers, like Russian VRCHAT community. Okay, attention, at the end of the path, you'll find a 3-digit code, enter it here, and you can access the checkpoint teleporters. Interesting. So yeah, I think we have to follow the route and then come back with the code, right? Keep it clean. Yeah. It's like a person who's responsible for the entrance. Nice. This is very decent design. A shop is called Spring.
Yeah, and it's winter. I don't want to go in too far because I don't want to miss them.
Thank you. Wow. He has done a very decent job. Icicles and the music, the atmosphere, like a lot of details that require a lot of hours, I'm sure, hours of work. Oh my god, that's a Russian car. I recognize it. Wow, this world is huge. Okay, I think John is going to join, but I have him on my Google Meets, so in case if he's lost, I can instruct him. Oh, I'm
Go or should we wait for him?
we actually can go because I have John in my Google Meets. So if he gets lost, I can instruct him with my, just Google Meets chat. That's such a cool effect, as if it's like we're in the train or the building is moving.
You know, I'm sure last time I came here, you could walk through here, but now you can't. So I think that we have to go through here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we have to follow the pathway to go to the shop. Condensed milk and soda. I swear to God, the design has never changed, like within like 30 years or something. Soda, baking soda is baking soda.
Okay,
Oh, great.
okay, he came
Yeah.
in. I'm gonna go get him. I'll be right back.
Okay, okay. Just follow down the corridor. We're at the end of it. It's like a huge place that has like some kind of story.
Let me take you to where we are.
Yeah, I'm here. Just lead us. I love the textures. It's great. What a giant shoe. Бархатные тяги. Вот это тяги. Вот это бархатные тяги.
Yeah, it's amazing. Totally.
Yeah. The design is beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, I've spent hours in here. It's just so. I mean,
Oh, you know the place
put
already.
So much into it.
Yeah. Pretty
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, yeah.
You have no ideas how many details. Hi, Mylin. Hi, Mylin. Okay, where's Doctor? Oh, there you go.
Me.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay, Mylin, I cannot hear you. Hope you're unmuted.
Where did she go?
You digitally wired. You haven't gone in here yet.
Yep. Oh, okay. Yep. Cool.
Check out the
You
ladder.
guys are gonna walk up. We're gonna walk up this hill of snow.
Slippery.
Yeah, don't fall.
Oops.
Don't jump off. It's like skiing. Walk up the stairs.
Recuerdo.
Is she with us?
Oh, hello.
Where's she?
Hi,
Oh, yep.
Mylin.
Yep.
So you should.
Oh, pardon me. I was accidentally just muted this side, and that's why.
Ah, okay. It was funny because I could still hear your dog, the neighbor dog.
Yeah, it's just amazing.
Just
Wow.
Beautiful job.
Yeah, come on. Jump in. We're exploring one of the huge worlds. I am afraid you will be lost if you.
Save this world in your favorite so you can always come back. You know how to save your
Good
world in your
idea.
favorites?
Hmm. So we're checking in the world that is like really detailed. One Russian guy created this, like it's something like
And look
what
up.
was it?
You can see the
Something like a
lamps, the
quest
lights,
room.
and then the window temples on top there, and the big statues, the four statues.
Wow. Yeah, it looks like an
Yeah, it's pretty
Egyptian
amazing.
temple.
And I like the
Right
train.
now,
I
you
like
are
how the
in
train tracks come out
Epilogue,
and go to the
Epilology,
side, like
Chapter 1.
impossible, right? Like
Yes,
all
yes,
sideways.
exactly. Yes, that's a world that is very big. It's created for like a quest room or something.
Yep.
Hurry up! You still can catch up because the world is huge.
And you can understand
Yeah, chapter
Russian.
one.
When I first came to this world, everything was in Russian. There was no English translation. I see now he's added English,
Have you played
but it made it even more,
or seen
interesting. Look at the shoes
What-
next
once
to
again?
the chair, and then I don't understand why there is.
the Listen
It's
One?
like the chair is made of wood, and then there's a
Don't
living.
remember.
Dread?
Well, it's not a living tree, but he basically brings in how the tree would look
Uh,
in nature,
yeah, Atomic Heart, exactly.
coming from the chair, like.
Oh,
the
that's
roots
pretty
are the
cool.
foot of the tree.
The trees growing from it.
Yeah.
He definitely has shoe fetish. Like shoes are everywhere.
Yes.
And the graphics
Ah.
are insane.
Yeah, exactly. He invested so much time into it. We're like in a temple looking thing. If you go up the sledge, like there's an icy slope. If you go up it and then enter the room. Wow, that's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool effect. Window into the limbo.
Did you see the boat? come
Yeah,
out?
it's the outside.
You see the boat is coming
Aw,
out of this
yeah, that's
hole,
pretty
and then
cool.
the boats are all
Oh.
they're all accumulating
Mhm.
over there.
Yeah, springtime. Yeah, exactly. This is a really interesting. What was it? The Easter egg. The shop downstairs was called Spring, and it's like a topic of a spring, chapter one, because the water is flowing down the streets, and you can have the little ships. You have no idea. So many details from a Russian and Soviet background. So many details are actually embedded into this. The mailboxes and the way the pipes for gas, these yellow pipes are done. That is awesome.
I'm thinking, come over here, Essie. I was thinking which direction. This direction goes back into childhood and family, kind of.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That is so cool. Oh, Tom and Jerry. We also have a Soviet version. No pogodi.
Oh.
Funny. It says chewing gum covers, but it has like a typo
Mm-hmm.
in Russian.
Yeah, he put a lot of. I mean, this just totally amazing. I mean, it's.
Yeah. Yeah, it really feels like the Ready Player Me. Remember at the end he got into the room like a childhood of the maker of the game, the
Right.
old guy. Yeah, it feels like it. He
Right.
totally, put so much effort into it.
No.
Yeah. Come this way and see the school. I think you're gonna have to come back to this world because I think you have so much more insight into this.
Mm-hmm.
One day you're gonna have to give me a tour and explain to me what all of this is.
Yeah, I would say it's more of a material culture. That's anything that surrounds us. That's something that is part of your experience. It's part of your experience when you travel to another country. Like when you see little things, the seats and the way things are designed, and just like the way you just see the material objects around you. Wow, this illustration is beautiful. I like it. Oh, the guy's portrait on the wall is Pelevin. Is one of my favorite Russian writers as well. The left guy, I don't recognize him.
Interesting.
Yeah, Victor
I have no idea who those people
Victor
were.
Tsoi. It's like the Korean-looking guy is one of the symbols of freedom in the 80s and 90s. He actually when you go upstairs, there's a writing in Russian, Tsoi živ, like Tsoi is still alive because he died early. But because he was such a powerful symbol of freedom and music and all of that, people still, it's like a tradition. People still write down like Tsoi is alive in many locations. This is like and again an interesting detail of the culture, the inner culture.
Right.
Mendeleev's table of no, I don't know this guy, crazy looking guy. And look at the mixture of Russian poets and writers with Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck.
Interesting.
I love the building. It's much brighter and bigger, which gives you basically a feeling of Soviet buildings. I love the Soviet architecture because it was so monumental. Like you have so much space and light inside. The colors are pleasant. Okay, I recognize Mayakovsky, Dostoevsky, Pushkin, and I am terrible at literature. I think it's Turgenev. Yeah, looks like Turgenev. The classical, well, not all of them, like the Russian writers and poets. The second guy is actually the revolutionary time poet, and that's why he was more provocative, and he had like cursing words in his poetry because that was a step of moving from Soviet, from the Russian Empire, where the kings were, cousins with the British kings, and a lot of connection with Europe and all sorts of higher forms of art and bourgeois people and all of that. And all of a sudden, we step into the era of revolution, and then we turn into Soviet Union, where the whole essence of the revolution was to take the poor people and to give them the ideas, and like because they were tired of of imperialism, to take them into the world of more of an equality where people from poorer strata of the population could have more power. So the rebellion actually leads to the basically carnage, and they kill all the kings, the Nikolai II and all his family. He had 4 daughters and all of that. They killed all of them, and that's how the Russian Empire becomes a Soviet country, right? We live in Russian Federation, which is just 30 years old. So because it was like the Soviet Russia stopped its existence in the beginning of the 90s, basically Russian Federation is just like 20-30 years old. It's a relatively new country, and sometimes that kind of justifies some of the huge problems that we have. But I love the mixture, how he mixed up the the classic writers with heroes of Disney. Okay, you want to check out some other rooms?
Pretty amazing.
Yeah, pretty cool. I like the atmosphere. Feel the atmosphere. It's like it's like Hogwarts. Russian Hogwarts.
So this world is like a maze. You can go one way and miss so much. So
Mhm.
trying to figure
I can't hear you. Yeah. Touch. This is
down. So you might want to stand up so you walk faster.
How do I do that?
You're still sitting. I think you can stand.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Okay, finally. Oh, on the opposite wall, there's like a very good example of Soviet time mosaics. Like every building would have that. I love it. One of my favorite forms of art. Actually, I enjoy the buildings so much because they had like these motifs of in mosaics where everybody is so excited and inspired and moving towards the sky and always in dynamics, and like that's pretty cool how it, even when you look at it, it makes you feel like inspired, and sometimes it makes me cry because you feel the greatness of that those ideas and monumental buildings and all that. Yeah, it is like a maze. Dandy. Tunkadron. Oh, hi there.
Yeah, fine.
The problem is the rubber ducky is breaking through the wall.
Whoops.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
Oh, it's a view from a
Did
window.
you find us?
I think it's a real picture.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I thought you weren't gonna find us.
That's what I thought. It's one of the Russian games. Volky, yeah, it's a wolf and eggs or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Myelin, are you coming?
Rescue
Well,
Rangers.
I already entered and crashed something
Oh, okay.
right now.
Maybe the world is too heavy. This is funny. The bathroom is really, cozy. We have a joke in Russia that, when we were children, our psychedelic trips were into this, carpets. Every single Soviet family had these carpets that you see on the walls and everywhere. It's just such a funny story. You would lie down and just look at these, carpets, tripping.
I wish when I first saw this world, I saw it with Nico and Sushu, and it was a nice group. But if you were there, you could have explained all of this to us, because we were just walking through it, just trying to figure out what he was trying to tell us.
It's still fun.
My
It's
friend
so
just
cool.
joined. Yeah.
Yeah,
My friend just joined. I don't know if he's gonna find us, so I'm gonna go run and get him. If you guys can stay here, I would really appreciate it.
Sure. Mm-hmm. The music that is playing is "Спокойной ночи, малыши." Look at the screen. It's a TV program that was every single night. You would have that program running at 8:45 or something. So for 15 minutes, there was like a little program for children, so that way they can watch the program and go to sleep. I'm like, I had no idea why was it at 9 o'clock. Maybe they were trying to, put children to sleep a little bit earlier. So you would have like two toys. It's been like 70 years or something, or 50, I don't know, 30 years? No, definitely more than that. It's like an ancient program. And they would have like a conversation or something, two Muppets and two puppets and like a human, host sometimes. They would have conversations, and then after that, just before you go to sleep, you would watch some like cartoon before going to sleep. So it's like yeah. So we had like a phrase in Russian that like, oh, it's time to sleep. We would say, oh, you know what? Спокойной ночи, малыши is over, so it's time to sleep. Bye-bye. Like something like a hint. Yeah, the music is just rings the bell.
It's nice to get the perspective on this, because previously when I've been here, it's just been, this is something showing on a screen and aesthetically it's really cool, but hearing more about it and the history behind it really makes it amazing. Thank you.
Oh yeah, I'd love to be of any help. But I'm pretty sure that you can figure out what's behind you, the little bear, the cute bear on the wall. What do you think it is?
Behind The Olympics?
Yes. Can you remember the year?
No.
It's been
no.
1980, like the 1980, and they designed specifically this bear to be a cute mascot of the Olympic Games, and there was like a huge, like floating balloon or something, like maybe like a few stories building high, and at the end of the Olympics, they launched it into the air, and it just flies away, and everybody's saying goodbye, like Mishka.
Interesting.
Yeah, pretty fun. Oh yes, hi Davos, how are you?
Hello.
I'm good.
It's a pretty
You?
cool
You
world.
guys want to continue?
Sure.
Yeah, there's a big world.
Yeah, it's funny that the creator, it's like a quest room as far as I understand. It's like it has chapters and all of that, and the Russian guy created this Zach.
No,
Are you a
this
train?
isn't a quest world. This is a PC world. It's way too big for a quest world.
Ah, yes, definitely.
500 and something
500
megabytes.
isn't it?
Wow.
Yes.
It's like a
If-
game of
if
its
you
own.
walk, if you walk this way, you eventually get to a train. And I mean, we can check it out. There's some
This is so
cool, like, little,
cozy. I
memories
love it.
here of smoking teddy bears and
Smoking teddy bear. These are adults.
Smoking
Smoking
teddy-
bears.
Yep.
Hmm.
Making teddy bear.
Yeah,
Got the heartbeat. Nobody is here, so if you're talking, nobody hears you.
condensed milk. I love it.
Even scare you at the after.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Christmas tree.
Yeah. The currents, like the at 12 o'clock at midnight, you can hear the official biggest clock of the country, and then the president or whoever talks to you.
Oh.
It's been a hard year. Every single year they start the phrase with that. Yeah, pretty cool. I love it. Like the ton.
every year it's been a hard year.
Yeah, exactly. This is a meme already. This is such a cozy place. I love it. It's like a tunnel of psychedelic carpets.
Yeah.
Ah, trains! I love trains.
Yeah. You go to the train.
Birch trees, the symbol of Russia.
Oh, really? Okay.
Moskva Pitushki. It's like it's a book that is about trains.
Wow.
I love how he puts the ground and
Yeah.
some sorts of plants into the buildings. Oh, that's really cozy. It's like a dacha place, country house.
Oh, no, I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, the
Oh,
roof
it's
is
leaking.
leaking.
The added perspective is really useful.
Oh man, this roof is so huge that they have even guarded. Oh, this is not how Peter's taking them to hospital. Oh, I want to take them walking there.
It is huge.
Are you bathing?
A lot of garbage in this, isn't it?
What? Are you washing the light bulbs? Do you have some idea? Oh, Volga. My god, what is wrong with Volga? It's stuck in a texture.
I'm putting Western security monitors over there. That's the shed.
I think it's listening to the radio or something.
Yeah, over here.
Breathing in radio.
Yeah, you
Pigeons
could look
in
over
there.
there.
One is on the couch lying down, and one is watching TV. It's like, are we pigeons? Are we all pigeons?
A top hat on.
Yeah, it's amazing. Beautifully done. So cool.
Filter. Mothar. I wanted. Funny. Cool. Так.
Rain on the glass looks so real.
Oh my goodness, yeah, it's amazing. The texture is just so real. Good evening, good evening. We are ready to start theory of everything in this greenhouse. Let's talk about greenhouse effect.
Alright, Ashley, I know you like this place, but let's see the rest of it.
Sure, let's go. Прикольно, прям офигенно. Посмотри, как сделал чувак. Огромный мир, короче. Тут миллион отсылок красивых. А?
Не слышно?
Тебя? Ну, слышно, да, красиво. Им не слышно. Ну, да, все слышно.
Should we go up the stairs? Should we go up the stairs? If you go out there, you end up in
Что,
a
расскажи,
field.
почему
Let's
не
see.
убил?
Да, конечно, она
Там,
позже.
по-моему, Тогда
Okay,
попали
so we
по
just
Yeah,
see
it's
the field
beautiful.
we're gonna end up in.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So
And
we
the
can
train
walk through
station.
there. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm wondering. Skipped. There's so many different directions.
Yeah.
I like the stylization, like you can
One little
moth.
granny after another. I don't know. Do we want to go there, guys?
It's so well done though. I mean, it's that must have gone into every little thing here.
I think we lost Essie.
I'm downstairs. Amanita room.
Come up.
Strange
Come
things.
upstairs.
Yeah,
We
upstairs.
picked some stuff up here.
We
Oh,
So
there she
you
is.
can go here. And then
Oh, Narnia.
and also
Like bulbs and jars.
That
you
is
also
so
go
awesome.
here in this closet, and I don't know where this leads to. I've never been here. Maybe back downstairs. Oh
Yeah,
it's
same
back
room.
downstairs.
Amanita room.
Nice.
okay. Here we are.
So he's going. I think I see this as he's going to travel. So he has his suitcases and his
Yeah.
shoes, and he's going to the train station.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
Tripping to the railway station.
Outside.
Mylin, are you coming? Ah, there you go.
Outside. Or inside, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is so cool. He mixed the Soviet building with the chapel or like with the church. The whole building. That is so awesome. Охрененно просто прям все сделано. Хочу с ним познакомиться. Шиповник, что ли? Что там? Просто произведение искусства это.
Look at the water. It looks perfect. You know, and I think
Yeah, you can look
You're Jesus!
Oh,
It's Jesus.
Yay! Walking on the water. Right.
the shaders are very nice, but it's too clear for me.
Wow.
Hello, Joe.
Yeah?
But
Are you coming to the pyramid? Mylin?
I'm doing pretty good. How's it going?
Hmm?
Have you been to this world before?
Oh, there you go. Uh-huh.
Well, just a few minutes ago, just traveled all the way almost.
First time?
Yeah, almost second.
Almost. Таксофон, блин, прикольно.
The texture and the
Офигенно.
size of this world is incredible. Like 1 gigabyte for
Wow, qué crudo.
Yep.
One of my first trips to VRCHAT, and we explored this world together. Somebody was showing us around. Oh, look,
Awesome.
Marlin sheep. That's
Chilling
nice.
out.
Guys, do you want
Yeah,
to
yeah,
go there first? Let's all go here first, and then
yeah.
we'll come back and
Okay.
explore the other parts.
Mylan, did you ever try those avatars that
Yep.
did they work or not?
Lenin.
Working on Unity.
But not you didn't bring them into VR chat.
Скамейка. Бабулики. Oh, another mosaics. One of my favorite
The
styles.
only high quality looks beautiful,
beautiful,
but the
but
little
the little
optimized version.
version.
What's it say?
That's right.
Yeah, that's what I felt as well. Very nice. Yeah, the last two times I've been here, I've come here with someone else, and we've got lost and separated both
Uh-oh,
times.
yeah.
We've had to have a spot to meet at because it's so huge.
Yeah, we just
Yeah.
separated. Yeah, I think that we could really use the wow auditorium. That is so awesome. My God, I wish these worlds were real.
What would you like to do?
Yeah, this is the
Would you like to go mad dancing?
I have no idea. Just to meet and hang around, and yeah, it's just so amazing.
and theater of anatomy.
Yeah, exactly. Shushu actually created the world that is similar in idea.
Alright.
Yeah, I haven't seen him for a while. I see Nico online all the time when I come here to your chat. I'm glad we came today because we've been hanging out in Spatial, and in fact every Wednesday now we moved our show from Old Space. Obviously we had to move to Spatial.
What's your show, by the way?
But
The tech group?
we do a 1 hour show about the metaverse, or it started about the metaverse. Right now we're chatting about AI. On Wednesday we'll chat about whatever Apple comes out with on Monday.
Yeah.
So it's an hour, and we stream it to Twitch, YouTube, and now Facebook.
Pretty cool. Yeah, interesting. Is it
But-
something like a podcast
Sounds
or
cool.
a
Oh,
talk show?
there's Dr. Heartbeat.
Yeah, very
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a podcast. Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
in VR.
You do it in here
This
in
reminded
VR
me of
chat,
medical
or
school
Yeah.
because in my medical school, I
Spatial.
went to University of
spatial?
Pennsylvania, and it's
The
the
problem
first
with
medical
spatial is
school
that
in the
they don't
United
have a
States. I
PC,
think, and one of the top
client.
medical schools in the United States. And the way it's built, just like
yeah,
that,
no, Spatial
where
has a
this-
PC client.
stadium seating. So it reminded
PC
me of, and then the
and,
bed of the
phone.
patient being in the middle. So this is a doctor who probably went to medical school in Russia
Yeah.
and probably had a similar auditorium, and they were learning from a patient bed in the middle of the auditorium. I wonder.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember, Shushu also created some of the designs in this, similar idea in, auditorium for anatomy theater.
Exactly. And in my medical school, in the lecture hall, there was a picture of an old first operation. They were showing people how to operate. being able to watch the lecture. I did that sometimes. I see you didn't see the other end. There was like a church-like structure over there. Before we go back here where it continues, I wanted to show everyone this over here.
Hmm. I can go back to the church if you want later. I've seen that there's a cracked roof over there, and like there's a nice space. What else was there? Yeah, a lot of AI art, but it's like really good quality.
Yep.
Офигенно. That is so cool. There's like a buzz of all lamps whenever you go into the corridor. A church of a holy idea. Brothers and sisters, let us pray for new ideas.
Yes.
Amen.
Definitely.
That's so cool. Like every little corridor has light bulbs, different light bulbs, and like all of them have sounds. Yeah, I checked out the texture is really, glossy, pretty cool. Oh, pretty cool. That wing is religion, and this wing is science. Church and the medical school.
It's like it starts with the church and then it goes to medicine,
Exactly.
in the same area.
Right.
Yeah. And the hats. Have you guys noticed the hat? The lamp was a hat.
Yeah,
The
yeah, yeah.
hats everywhere.
A lot of light bulbs.
So somebody went here.
Yeah, man. Right.
So we go back to over here. Unless anyone
It's a dendrite and basics of the safety technique.
We're going in here.
Okay.
Control room. Oh, it makes me dizzy. It's like 90 degrees. Calculator.
I think that looks more like a interrogation area or something. If you look at the bottom, or
Or a
fighting
shaft,
pit, perhaps.
maybe.
Weird, but is this blood on the edges?
I think leaves. So, maybe I can ask you a question as we go, since I was going to talk about multiple personalities and we're exploring virtual worlds and all of us have different avatars. What?
Go
Yeah.
ahead, we're listening.
Oh yeah. So yeah, since we are exploring virtual reality worlds and the topic was multiple personalities, like we all have these different avatars. Do you feel like they represent some part of your personality? And well, of course, we come back to the first question. Like before that, are they multiple personalities in your opinion? Whenever you have, based on your personal experience.
Who has multiple personality?
You yourself, like, do you feel like you can be like a little bit of a different person sometimes?
I was just telling someone, yeah, I was just telling someone the other day. They're like, "Wow, you double," because I'm in VRCHAT. I am Dr. Heartbeats, and in my real life, I'm, Dr. Van Cust. I'm actually a real doctor, and I'm also a mother. I'm also a DJ. And she said one of the shamanic, goals is to be able to have multiple side aspects of yourself. And I've always felt like, I wear many different hats. And like when I go to work, I'm very serious. When I go with my friends, I'm very silly. I love to dance all night. But the people that I treat at work cannot know that side of me because they need me to be a certain way so I can heal them. And when I'm with my friends, they love to laugh and love to have fun. So I have like so many different aspects of me. So even though I don't see it as a disorder because I live a great life, it is definitely, it's like part of who I am.
Of course. What is a disorder? I think that disorder is mostly when it starts harming you or people around you, and then it gets a problem. But if you're fully functional and you can cope with the states you're in, I think that everything, we are all on the spectrum. It's just that the severe part of the spectrum that gets problematic has, gets labeled as a disease or something that is abnormal, especially in terms of mental health. Yeah, this is so interesting that this space has a lot of hats, and this is so funny that the first person who joined the event was John, and he said, I asked, like, are you an XR developer? What did you answer, John? That's
that's one of the hats I wear.
Yes, exactly. This is so cool that you independently, Dr. Heartbeats, you actually use that term. That's really linguistically curious. Yeah, Mylin, the rest of you guys, what do you think? Do you have a personal experience as if you have like different personalities sometimes? How many? Another question that I always have.
Well, definition of personality. Could you just describe specifically what is not going to include in this field, or what would?
Well, I would say, yeah, maybe I'm too rushing to answer, but like what I would define is that certainly whenever you try to describe yourself as a person, or maybe describe different things that you do, some things sometimes seem incompatible. Like, for example, if you like risk and you're a person who panics a lot, like these are two different personalities, right? Somebody is ready to take a risk because there's a certain state of mind, or maybe say certain condition. I can speak for myself. Sometimes mostly I try to be a compassionate, understanding, a warm person, but there are a lot of situations where there's like a completely different personality traits that I can also feel very natural with, because sometimes I like to have like dark jokes, or like something like a harsh humor, or maybe self irony. and that's not always accepted by people, and that's why I sometimes try to filter those people who are okay and comfortable with that, and the rest is just like I'm gonna demonstrate mostly those traits that are widely accepted in the society. So that's how I would define. I always enjoyed contrasts, and sometimes when you have too many contrasts, they almost divide on that spectrum of personality traits, and that kind of makes you switch between different personalities. What do you guys think?
Interesting. The point you mentioned about the idea that swifting your personality based on the environment you have, like the, this idea comes into my mind that what if there is no personality at all? Like, what if we just change ourselves or the way we behave? That's just because of we do have some kind of states, consistent states that's based on this state, and like if you live in an if you just talk with people all the time, all day long, you have to be just kind mostly, but it's also kind of time consuming or energy consuming because it's hard to just listen others all the time clearly and precisely and understand their point, but it's really time consuming process, and if you just spend your energy onto another stuff like engineering stuff, you could just save your energy for another stuff, and based on this consistent behavior or lifestyle, personality might also just say created, although I'm saying just the personality again, but the way we behave will be still, I believe, just based on those experiences that the environment we do have. That's what I believe. Yep.
Yeah, okay, thanks you. It's really interesting to learn what other people feel and experience, and whether it's. I feel like what Dr. Heartbeats explained was very similar to what I understand, and I think that even the fact that doctors, for example, and some other professions wear uniform helps sometimes to divide like different roles that you put on, like masks or like uniforms, where when you are a doctor and you have to make hard decisions, you have to be like more of a sensible person, I would say, rather than sensitive person at some point, I guess. What about you guys?
Sometimes, honestly, I have cried with parents who have lost their children, or when I give them bad news, I have cried. And in medicine, they tell you can't cry in front of the parents because they're already going through so much. To see you cry is just another thing they have to deal with. But I have learned that in cases where I have cried with my family over the things that have happened, was really helpful to them, to hold them, hug them, and cry with them. So I don't think you always have to be sensible. You can be both, and I think people appreciate that now. I think in the past doctors had to be all strict and stiff, but now we're allowed to be soft and be, help and also show, the sensitive side of ourselves to let people know, yes, we hurt too, So I don't want to lose that sensitive part of me.
That sounds wonderful. I think that the fact that doctors try to be, sensible, let's say, if we started using this word, is the fact that it's really difficult when you try to, stay objective, but at the same time, this is emotionally very moving, and it's really difficult to stay, independent and just like almost ignorant to the feelings of other people. So if you can do that and be both, it's like, I think that's the mastery. What about you guys? Do you have any other experiences that you would like to share? Davos, maybe Zach, John? How would you define personality? We still I think that's an interesting question, and whether you experience different personalities in your life.
personality of an avatar that you can't see.
Yeah, even the avatars that we choose here, like they also carry some meaning and may not carry any meaning, but still, like for me, I choose something that represents some of my interests or maybe some of the sub personalities I never get to try on in my real life, and this is some kind of compensating.
Well,
Yeah,
personally for me, oh,
go ahead, Marlon.
go ahead. I talk enough.
John, what about you?
Yeah, after that.
So John, come on, please let us know, what do you think?
Okay, no, so I was going to say, one of the strange experiences I've had here on VRCHAT is actually, and Mylan, I kind of sympathize with this or associate with it rather, because Mylan is part of our film group that we have, and the avatar that he chooses to use is a female avatar. And the first time I was in a female avatar was here on VRCHAT when we were experimenting with different avatars, and it felt very weird. But probably the weirdest avatar that I've ever had was when I became a little rat, and I thought something was wrong with my HMD, because all of a sudden the world was giant. Everything around me was just like absolutely huge, and it took a few seconds for me to click, my brain to click and say, I'm looking at this from the perspective of a very small animal, and it's it was interesting. And so I think it's useful to be able to experiment, as you said, with different archetypes, if you will.
Yes, I was going to bring that up too.
It gives you a safe place, I think, VR that is, to experiment.
Exactly. That's a very good point, because I think that's sometimes representing and covering the parts of your of your personality. I actually believe that when you talk about archetypes and different types of person, basically like a mixture of different qualities, I can totally relate to some parts of the different archetypes, and I feel like a person can almost master different states and different archetypes even in one life, just mostly resonating and acting with one of the leading characters, but still at the same time trying to adjust to different situations sometimes lead you to developing some of the characteristics from the different part of the spectrum, so that way you kind of it's like in a game, you have different qualities, and some of the qualities are leading, but then over time, when you acquire experience, you can develop the qualities that are not your main qualities, but they're like side qualities. So it's the same with archetypes, I believe. Maybe not. What do you guys think? Oh, Dr. Heartbeats. You look different.
Yeah.
I think Mylan was going to say something, so I'm waiting for him to finish before I add the conversation.
The games, I don't think there's any kind of personality, although it's like personality you get from films or the way when you get them during reading those novels, they all are static and it's in there, and it's just a human personality, but you'll never interact with it. But in real time, like metaverse, like game in this, no matter what kind of gender it is or characters mesh, at
A
least
cube.
someone will be human and can be just interact with, engage with, talk, and that's the way I see it all the time. And no matter it's other gender at all, or transgender, or any other stuff, but at least there's a human, there's a value of it, and it's better than those stat
behaviors. Yeah.
Interesting.
So I
Good
wanted to
point.
say that I've always had a lot of different energy, female and male energy, and when I was a kid, I always played with the boys. Even now, I have mostly male friends that I play around with, but mentally, like I can be with both genders, but I appreciate both differently. So when I'm in this avatar, I feel like sometimes I feel more my masculine energy coming out, and when I have other avatars that are more feminine, my feminine energy comes out. I think we all have both energies, and some of us are more balanced, and some of us feel more female or more male. And I think VRCHAT gives you the possibility here to wear whatever you want anytime you want. And I see a lot of my friends who were male in alt space now wearing female avatars, and sometimes that messes with my head, but if I need to be messed with, if I need to understand that, if they feel more comfortable in that. I see patients who are transgender. I'm a physician, so I see teenagers, and I have to also accept how they feel in their body. And so it's something to think about, just personality versus how you feel in your body, and what you want to wear, and who you want people to see when they engage with you.
Interesting point. Exactly. I think that even our physiology indicates that we have two different beginnings, right? The female and male. The hormonal combination that we have. We have both testosterone and estrogen, right? Two different spectrums that we can always combine and have different even states. I think within the your lifetime will always have
Yeah.
fluctuations of different stuff.
When Yeah, the embryo begins in one state, and depending on your genetics, you either lose your testes, but they're similar, they come from the same structure. So the hormones basically decide if your uterus grows, if your testes grow, but we come from the same structure. So yeah. And
Play-Doh.
some people have more of one hormone or the other, and we don't know exactly, but people feel differently. It's not just our body that decides, it's not just our hormones. We have a very complex mind, and they've looked at the brain structures of transgendered people and realized that they all share similar differences from everyone else who, you know, feels, like they are in the right body. So there's a lot to learn.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, your idea, I'm absolutely on this. Like, we do have the same origin, like, but different variables like testosterone and like man and female has almost the same chemicals, but it varies, and that's why those personality comes from. And if if those variables are equal, like if the female variables um, will be equal to man's one, like more testosterone or more estrogen and those happy chemicals, I forgot those, but oxytocin like stuff will be appeared on male. It's gonna convert the male into femalistic character. That's right. But what about the one real biological factor of the, like, I can't say that it's a bad thing, but you guys, you women, you all guys have a period, and within a moment of 12 to until 40 or 50 is in your 50s, and it all the time constantly change every month. And but in male, this kind of stuff not have. And I'm not gonna be a racist here as a gender, but you guys have a little bit of different um, peak in every month, and I don't know how it works for you guys, but if this kind of stuff happens in male, it's gonna be almost hard for men to control and be a leader. And yeah, this is
Well,
bad.
I will disagree with you, Mylan. I think that women have been shown now to be very good leaders. And in medicine, I've told people I feel like female doctors do as well, if not better, than male surgeons. And a new study came out show that female physicians, female surgeons have less complications, and the patients live longer compared to male physicians surgeons, because females don't only have that I want to take care of you as a mother, but also they're very careful. And so
Mm-hmm.
I think they make great leaders. Now, being a good leader as a female and having children and having to deal with that stuff that you mentioned on top of being a leader is very difficult, but a lot of women can do it.
Just can't do it, but it's hard to say that urging anybody, like if someone can, it's good idea, and I do support it. But urging female be a leader, and if someone can't do it, it's hard. But urging man, it's needs to be, I believe, like mandatory. 'Cause we do have enough power to just stably just stabilize the hormones and continue on. But for female, it's gonna be a little bit harder because of this biological factor, like for period stuff. And that's my view, though. Not, I don't have any data at all, but
I like somebody's phrase. It's like male. Men are like the sun. The cycle is like morning and evening, right? The 1 day cycles, and for women they're like moon. They have like monthly cycles, and we all are aligned with the nature, I guess, but in just different ways. It's curious. It's a funny phrase. Yeah. Okay. What about you guys, Zach and Davos? What about your personalities? Are you hiding something from us? Show us your personalities.
Sure. Well, I don't feel like I have different personalities, but yeah, my mood can change, but I don't consider that a personality.
That's pretty cool that you have like a very different opinion from the group. So interesting. When you choose avatars in here, is it just for fun, or like how do you choose, like what's the criteria, for example, when you choose a personality or appearance here, or maybe on some other platforms?
Yeah, this avatar I have not so long, but my other avatars, like this one is when I go to a serious meeting.
Oh, okay. Does it look like you?
Kind of.
Oh, cool. You were born for Altspace. Yeah, Altspace avatars, I think, looked so much more like our real personalities than here. Here we are free to explore different stuff.
And I have an avatar, especially when I go to parties.
Oh.
Recently, like this one.
Oh, party. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, the other avatars, sometimes people come to me and call me sir. And this way, they don't notice that I'm a bit older than them.
Curious.
That's my main criteria.
Yeah.
But I don't take female avatars because I'm not female.
Yeah, but
in my mind, I'm non-binary.
Interesting combination.
Inside, I don't feel like a man or a woman.
That is so interesting.
Yeah, I've also experienced it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's curious that I asked this question also to some teenager students that I used to have, and at that time I was asking about the personalities that they have in their real life and online, for example, when they chat with their friends or something like that. I think they're like something around 24, right? something like 22. Yeah, I think they're around 22 right now. So yeah, it was curious to see that some of them answered yes, some of them answered no, and I think that now when we are in the metaverse, it's getting even more than that. The other day I went into the room where the avatars were, being chosen, and on display there was like so many kids. Oh, Dr. Heartbeats, what's that personality that you brought up? A magical fairy?
Yeah, this was an avatar given to me, but when I first came into VRCHAT, and it's
It's
like very
cute. I
spacey.
love it.
Yeah, it's pretty
I
cute.
love different colors. When I go out to party, I love wearing ultraviolet reflective clothes. So when I
Ah,
dance, you can see all the colors. So this is kind of inspired by my love for colors, and it's really cute.
it
So
is cute.
yeah, I keep this one.
Pretty cool.
It's,
Yeah.
if you can't wear this kind of colorful and changeable clothes in real life, this is completely cheapest way to get it.
You're right.
That is awesome. Pretty cool. Yeah, Zach, what about you? Do you have one same personality or different ones?
Is in yoga.
Yeah,
Yeah,
deep state of
Funky is,
meditation.
away.
Yeah, I mean, it's, one of the things that I did a while ago, sort of on this topic, was I was looking for, to change my profile picture on Facebook and Twitter and, all social media, and I came up with this image I generated in the journey that, someone describes as this old pissed off guy, but I started using it on LinkedIn as well, and initially I wasn't sure if I was going to do that because, I had my real picture in there,
Yeah.
and
Cool.
I've kept it.
Mm-hmm.
And, there's been no pushback, or at least that I've heard. And I think, we take these things too seriously sometimes, that we, expect people, particularly on LinkedIn, to have a professional head and shoulders shot.
Serious,
and,
yeah.
so on and so forth. So I'm just having some fun with it.
Mm-hmm.
Einstein.
Yeah.
I love it. Very cool.
Yeah, I love this one. A lot of my friends don't like it because we have all of these cool avatars, and you have in VRChat you can have these beautiful women avatars, and then I just put on Einstein, and everyone is like, "What's going on? We're all wearing nice avatars, and you have on Einstein." So, but I respect Einstein, and I think it's a cool avatar to wear sometimes. And sometimes I feel
Yes,
like a
it
nerd.
is.
I'm allowed to wear a nerd.
Yeah, I liked how Caligula last time actually shared, like, I met him and he was wearing a monkey, like, in a suit avatar or something. I'm like, wow, that's a funny avatar. He said, well, sometimes I have debates with people who don't believe in evolution, so I like to piss them off by wearing just this and having debates. I'm like, okay, that's very representative.
I had an avatar
I
from
guess since
Nikola
we're
Tesla.
doing fancy dress changes, right? I've
Mm-hmm.
changed.
Drone.
I like that one. I like that one.
Ah,
That's
okay.
really cool.
Matches
Yep.
your name,
My
actually.
compatriot were.
Two drones.
He has a blue one.
There's two of us. Yes.
Yeah, multiple drone personalities.
It's definitely fun. I mean, the ability to change between anything one wants. It's
Yeah, but at the beginning, actually, the first time I've been in. Go ahead, Mayum.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that at the beginning I didn't really enjoy VRChat. Just the fact that you have too many avatars and the worlds that are so amazing and so engaging, it kind of leaves no space for conversations. And in Outspace, the surrounding was rather moderate, and that would basically create a space for conversations and like meetings and events and stuff like that. So at first I didn't like the fact that you get involved into exploring so much sometimes that you don't even have time to talk about. Even right now I think there's so much to explore in this world that is left. And yeah, if you want to move on and explore some more, why not?
Sure. Let's see if we can make it to the end of this where
Corridor.
There's
There's nothing more.
the
A
end
library?
of this world is going to be too long.
I like the buildings outside. It's something like crystal looking structures.
we have to go back and then go out there, but to get out there, you have to. Oh yeah, we have to go back out.
Over here.
Everyone follow us. Guys, wait.
Zach, are you coming?
Wait here till I got them all. Okay, where's Dave? Oh, okay, we have everyone.
I'm over here.
Mm-hmm.
It's you.
I found this really beautiful, like,
Oh, nice outfits.
Look at this. This is so sick.
Yeah. A train. You get into a train? Oh no, a control room.
Машина к нам. Да, уехали. Да.
Are you here or
Lost?
no?
We're lost. I'm stuck. Oh
over
man.
here, guys.
Тут химик. Ой, этот. Джиггернаут.
Whatever.
Мы в его зоне.
I got stuck.
Oh, I didn't.
Can you change your avatar? Maybe that would help.
Get out of here.
We have to change teleporting.
Are you guys coming?
Yeah, sure. Down the stairs.
Oh, the
Where's
chamber.
everyone?
Wow,
Блядь, ну вот там.
that is so awesome.
Where are the rest of the boys? Where are the other
They're
two?
coming. I think they're coming. Somebody was stuck. I think it was.
It's easy to get lost here.
Yeah.
Does somebody want to go to them or wait here?
Yeah, we're going.
Stairs.
Mhm.
Over there, there.
Не-не-не, вот там люди. А,
Yeah.
справа.
The music is so amazing. It creates the atmosphere.
Guys? We are going downstairs. Come with me.
Yeah.
Where's the other guy?
guy?
Are you punished? Why are you in the corner?
We can't move. Oh,
What? Oh, if you re-enter, you probably will have to go all over again, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh my
that's not
goodness.
an option. Can you jump?
Where's John?
I can jump. I can jump, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not working still here.
No.
Oh, come here, you was stuck.
Okay, yeah, I'm stuck too.
Yeah, now I see two persons in one. Oh, that's what you meant. Split the personality. It's a bug. Well, I'm going to warn Dr. Heartbeat.
I'm free, I'm free.
Ooh, how did you say that?
Yeah, just to try to move towards this like machine or something, just along the wall, like little by little.
Oh.
Okay, let's go downstairs. Yeah.
No, out.
We're doing good.
Let it go.
Yeah, okay. We're
Oh,
okay.
wow. I see you're turning around. You're kicking and
Yeah,
dancing.
Yeah, rabies.
I don't know.
Yeah, never mind.
Big.
Yeah. Yep. That's much faster. No HP here, right?
Let's go. Without a hiccup.
You're still dancing. Are you gonna take it off? No.
I'm trying. I'm trying.
And you can look into these rooms here. There's some interesting art. Don't get stuck in
Another
there.
hill. Debil one. No da, ja novo debil.
Cool dance.
Staro Laura Hill.
The music is just amazing. The sound effects. He just really puts so much effort into this. Oh, I love this room. Pretty cool.
The idea about like changing the personality as well as the change of the hormone, especially in not just male but also in female, is I believe not only just the we or behavior but also the what we eat or what we manage to destroy our planet, like by carbon or plastic. Currently, salt we do have, most of in countries use salt that comes from ocean, and this salt all the time consists of with plastic, and this is really lowers the testosterone, and the plastic bottles as well, they do have a plastic, they provide, they just they do have a micromolecules of plastic in the bottles as well, and this is going to as well hurt every, especially male, and that's one of the main issues. Like if somebody works hard to be a masculine, it's going to still be hard because issues coming from this way.
Yeah, it is true. I think the balance of testosterone is changing due to many reasons, including the lifestyle itself too. Like you don't need to be aggressive as in the past, or maybe have such a big amount of muscle. I love the view from the window. It's just like he created the whole city just to have like a beautiful window view.
Well, you saying testosterone is going to use it only for muscle?
Oh, well, some of the functions. You don't need so much muscle, and that's why.
Brain, in order to create a new cells, when they damage it, they require testosterone all the time.
Oh, really?
The main
Interesting.
source of it, testosterone.
Oh, ja był.
Yeah. The chairs are tiny. Solaris by Stanislav Lem. One of the books. Do you know this movie or maybe a story, Solaris?
Interesting. Kind of.
Yeah, I heard of it, but like I think there's a new movie, by the way. Oh, not in the movie. Sorry, it was a play in my city in the theater. It's an interesting idea, as if there's like an alien world and the sea is, you know, they say a sea. It's like basically a planet that has nothing but the water or something like that. But it's considered to be intellectual, like not intellectual, but like alive, sentient, and it kind of, you know, plays some mind games with the main character. He lost his wife, I think, and the sea tries to convince him.
Way.
Yeah, thank you. Wow, that was really dramatic. Dr. Heartbeats. You were standing at the end of the corridor, you know, in a haze of light.
Yes.
Hey, we.
Его надо чужим оружием убить, помнишь? Я его не вижу, блядь, в тумане. Бля, убили его.
This world is so awesome. You can actually have, you can use it as a film set. And create like a full serious, you know, work. Ooh, mosaics.
And it's just a 1 gig. Typically, it's just with a couple 10 gigs or more.
Oh, there's a hole in the center of this mural or mosaics.
Да, он там прям полетает, да.
It's what you stood cafe that
Ага. Теория организмов.
Come over here. Come back here. Come back here. I want to
here.
show you something.
Oh, a suit.
To me,
Ну,
was sad. And I don't know if it feels the same way to you guys. When I saw his hanging up his white coat and his head, it's like he's not coming back. You know, like
Oh, interesting.
it's the end of the road. This gave me a very sad feeling when I initially saw this world. I got really quiet, and then we go to the next scene, and then I understood why he hung up his white coat and his hat.
Maybe it's just like a first chapter. I remember this was a like this little shaft, like the big shaft, and we talked about this with John. He said that, oh, it looks like something. Is there blood or something? I said, whoa, I think it's leaves, and I think it's really not dramatic, but I would say like gives you a feeling of, I don't know what's the word in English, but they're like, these are different words. Like in sadness, like solitude and loneliness. Loneliness is negative and solitude is like somehow noble. And I think with here is the same, like the sadness, when you have sadness is more of a negative feeling, well, in my opinion. There's another one that has like the meaning of light sadness, like, which is not bad. It's just something like close to nostalgia or something. Maybe. No, that also is a little bit more, not healthy, I would say.
Because you can be in solitude and not lonely.
Yeah, exactly.
In solitude sometimes, and I don't feel lonely.
Exactly,
Be
exactly.
alone and not feel lonely. But this to me felt there was like, I don't know exactly what it was, but I felt very sad. And then the next scene is actually of an accident. So I think he's telling the story of this guy's life, childhood, and everything. He's a doctor, we know that. He hung up his white coat. He was traveling. Then we go to the next scene, and there was an accident, so I think this doctor dies, and then you see some more scenes
I see
that
an orange
remind us
circle.
of, you know, the
Hmm.
final stages of life.
Interesting.
So it's actually his life that he created in VR.
That's a
He
very
recreated
curious.
memories of his life.
That's a very curious idea because like the autumn represents older age as well, like in songs and like different as an allegory for older age.
Люди впереди.
Also, yeah, so it was spring, the beginning of life.
Oh yeah, true.
Еще, наверное.
Spring.
Не знаю.
In
не
winter.
Right, and that's the beginning of when plants,
Come on,
yeah,
come on, come on.
yeah, winter and then spring, yeah.
Was there summer, by the way? Oh, leaves are going back.
It was bloody green.
Mm-hmm. Have you noticed how the building that we were wandering in at the first stage, it was like at the end when we went out, if you look back at the building, it was like a mixture of Gothic church and Soviet time, multi level like storage like apartment complex. This is so cool.
Блядь, снайпер. Это пиздец, блядь. Снайпер.
The pigeons are back.
Да. Давай вебку. Да нет, это другой. Вылез. Забили. Ты кто, голубой, бля? Я бегу.
Gravitation.
Мы убивали на машине, типа. Там другие. Вот он, вот это он. Вот это он убегает.
That is just
Он
so
убегает.
awesome.
Там два бота по пути, а тот тип убегает.
What a great transitioning.
Через бота бежим. Guys, come on. One is running.
I like the clouds. They're so realistic.
Ищи его.
Entrance into the void.
Уже близко, но давай я ему была там нахуй. Вон он. Бля, он на машину ушел.
Okay, there's
Да.
this. Oh, there he
Take
is.
a car, guys. Fast. We need a car. Да, он на КамАЗе, вот он. Вон он,
Amazing, yeah.
едет, блядь, потерял
This-
видно за пацанами. Да я вижу, блядь, не успеваю.
Ah, we're back into the lab.
So to me, this, right? Sitting on his throne and then a
Да тут
bed
машина, это
of
вот.
illness. This is a
Yeah.
hospital bed. Somebody going from the throne.
Ну,
And
они такой,
that
типа,
tree to me is always like, how something so beautiful
Ну,
grows
бля, сейчас
and then dies and it stands there forever as a dead tree.
Всё.
So beautiful, gracefully tortured, arms, branches.
All distorted,
Они никак.
like maybe a mental disease or something.
Не успеем, бля. За время 20 секунд.
Endless corridor.
Да, он близко.
Wow.
Но я метку дал.
That is funny.
Это его машина.
Говорить. Speak.
Come back to the beginning.
Насилие.
Yeah, it is so funny that
You know what I want to show you guys? There was a part, if you come follow me, right? We came through here, and I didn't take you guys.
Mhm.
We went,
Да, Дим.
I'm so confused. We went through here.
На, брат, не дам.
But
Иди сюда.
we never went through one of the parts.
Айрон.
Oh, I'm so
Айрон, иди
confused
сюда.
now.
Да поднимайте его.
Really?
Where were the boats coming from the water? Was it over here?
can't remember. Yeah, I think so. Boats? Yes, definitely here. If you go upstairs.
Там топлива нет, давай на
And we didn't go that way. We went the other way to go through the childhood memories. But there's also a way where you go.
Come on.
A train! Oh my goodness.
Oh my god. Come on.
I'm here in the temple.
I think you're-
See, from the right side, next to us. Next to
Oh,
us.
that's what I thought.
From the right side, right side.
So you can also,
Oh, this way.
yeah, we went over there childhood memories.
Oh, chapter 1.
Okay.
And that one says
Went
chapter 2.
straight. Yeah, but you can also go through here. That we didn't see.
Там машина. Там
Павел
люди,
Пугачева.
People. Come on. People.
Yeah, I have a counter like this at home.
Come
An
on.
electricity counter.
Really?
Yeah,
Come on.
it's old fashioned.
Strange car.
Yeah, he actually worked even on the carpet. Look at the carpet. It has the moth pattern. He used moth in some previous chapters. Beetles, but looks like a kiss.
Слева спереди, да.
What does
People
this say
there,
outside
people.
here, Ashley?
The outside this just says danger, high voltage. Yeah, look at the mosaics. Very beautiful.
Напряжение.
My favorite cosmic, motifs.
Your car.
Do you guys have this kind of images on your local buildings?
Yeah,
So-
not
old Soviet buildings.
not anymore. Like not so many. I love them. That's why I try to collect some pictures, but not too many of them have left. Yeah, it looks like Banksy style also graffiti.
Тут поищи миссию. Шоп.
Whee!
Шоп. Окей.
Oh, you fell back into the room?
Чуть в царицу.
Go
Oh.
in here.
And then
You go
fall
in-
from there? Portal. Yeah, portal.
There she is.
Пойдем пропасем эвакуацию.
Oh, stairs downstairs.
Не, мы проедем через нее просто.
Sewers.
Yeah.
Dead end and the egg.
Дымится, нет? Да. Come on. Пойдем, на последнюю пойдем. Попробуем.
Again, there was like a little room over there on the way. Symphony of pipes.
We can't go in there. Yeah, we have to go.
Yeah, there was a room on the way.
Yeah, this one, right?
Old tiles. So much attention to details. He's just crazy.
Come on the last exit.
Yeah.
I love it.
unbelievable.
These are all real tiles. You can still see them in Soviet buildings.
Guys, come on.
Oh, guess where we
Really?
ended up? We ended up back in this
The last
Ah, cool.
See, remember this at the
Sure,
beginning?
sure, yeah, pretty cool. Oh, pigeons outside the window.
Полетели вон за тачкой.
Ooh, it's too big.
По-моему, чикен, ну типа можно чикен сказать.
I want to eat it.
Кого нету? А колеса?
Yeah, it's all circular.
Таблетку какую тебе, лирику? Слышишь по голосу, он ингуш, по-моему. А ты, может, выключил или тихо сделал?
Yeah, beautiful shapes.
Таблетки, говорит, есть ли?
There are some other scenes that you haven't seen yet. I don't know how to get there. Because it's like a maze.
Лариса, говорит, есть, Лариса.
Maybe from
I
here.
don't know how I got there before, but there's some other parts of this world.
That sounds amazing. It means we still have some more stuff to explore.
Ну, он хач по акценту.
You can fit it, take them off.
Да, быстро тачку поменяем.
Oh, look, there's like a huge hand at the top holding the ropes.
This is the part with the...
Стопудово сосед.
Childhood, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
О, я же говорю.
I'm trying to figure out how I got there last time.
Funny pictures.
Чё?
Well,
Да, да.
this world is so big. We can
Oh,
arrest
that's good. Oh,
a couple of
Pakistan.
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, John left, I think. Yeah, we've been exploring for like a couple of hours already.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a full-fledged game. If you can play for 2 hours,
Конечно.
could be considered as a game.
Там на магните лежат. Тебя слышно. Ну да. Есть деньги, Витос? Дай нас.
Oh, I think you know what? I think that there's the second chapter on the other side of the corridor. Let's go check it out. Maybe it's possible to get there.
Guys, we never got the 4-digit code to put into the phone book, remember?
Oh
We were
yeah.
supposed to get a 4-digit.
Yeah, closed.
Сейчас вот он будет.
Yeah, it's
Did
pretty cool.
anybody remember the 4-digit code?
Wasn't
forgot
it
to look at
three
the end.
three digit? Where was it?
Oh no.
They said that at the end of the world, before you
Mhm.
ran into the telephone booth, there was a code there
Oh,
that you
okay.
put into the telephone booth.
Yeah. But I don't remember where was that number. Yeah, next time it's a
I
good
didn't
reason to
see
come
it.
back next time.
Yeah. Yes, it is. Okay.
The trains, have you noticed? Railways and trains?
А где он? Давай. Да. Не, мы успеваем на остров.
Oh dear. Yahweh.
Нету. Нет. Куда? На остров же?
Свой жив.
Думаешь? Можем.
What a fuck.
Yeah, same.
Hide.
Where's everybody?
Я пизда.
Yeah, thanks for coming, Mylin. It was nice exploring together.
Четко.
Good to see you again.
Yeah, thanks.
That
Bye.
was awesome.
Yeah, it is awesome. I'm definitely coming back. Yeah, see you later. Bye bye.
Он просто заниженный сильно был.
Бархатные тяги.
Даёт съебать. А тут обычно не бывает.
There you go.
All right, I
Прямо
see.
удар есть.
I think yeah. I'm gonna get off
Where's the
for a
other guy?
while.
Yeah, me too. We just want to check this library stairs last.
На.
Okay, they don't work. Okay, thanks for being our guide. As always, a pleasure
Yeah.
meeting you guys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
next
Yeah.
time we'll look through something else.
yeah, and I hope I'll have some more
We'll
questions.
find this.
Yeah, for decent conversation too. It's fun. I think it's like a good format. We could just explore places and like stop at some spots and like answer one question and then move to another spot and like, yeah, I think that's gonna be fun.
I think you can have two. You can have exploring world, and then you can have your usual what you had before, because that's a lot of people explore worlds here, but not a lot of people have the kind of meeting you were having. So I think people really enjoyed that, and it would be great to pick a world to have that in, and then you can have your usual what you had before, because that's a lot of people explore worlds here, but not a lot of people have the kind of meeting you were having. So I think people really enjoyed that, and it would be great to pick a world to have that in, and then you can have your usual what you had before, because that's a lot of people explore worlds here, but not a lot of people have the kind of meeting you were having. So I think people really enjoyed that, and it would be great to pick a world and still continue with the kind of format you have because it was really,
Mm-hmm.
really mind, you know, it has us use our minds in a different way from exploring. So
It
I
is.
really liked it.
Yeah, yeah, same here. Yeah, and I think maybe I can come up with some like kind of symbiosis or combination because sometimes like some of the worlds could be really thought provoking, and if they are in good match with the topic and questions, that could be fun.
Yeah, that's great. Maybe you can usually do what you were doing in Space, and then when there is a world that is thought provoking, then you bring the group there the
Yeah.
next time, or at the end, you know, you can have your meeting, and then at the end explore a world.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah,
do
yeah.
it a shorter period of time, and then do the exploration after.
True. Yeah, I think that would be fun. Yeah. Anyway, there's a lot to explore. Thanks for showing me this world. This is really amazing. I wish I could meet the guy who created this.
Well, right over here, you have his
Sam.
Discord information. Yeah,
Oh, cool.
so you can message him through Discord. Remember, you are on
Mm-hmm.
Discord. I remember we talked about it. This is his Discord name, and you can actually talk to him.
Nice. You can also support on Boosty, Dr. Moreau. Interesting. Wasn't it some kind of book like that? Cool. Mm-hmm. Cool. Okay, yeah.
And then organism is another world by him. So if you open your
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
menu and you go to worlds and you click on where you are, it will tell you the person who created this world. There's a picture of him, and then you can see the other worlds he created. So
Yeah, makes
there's a
sense.
chapter
Mm-hmm,
one,
mm-hmm.
there's a chapter two. There's 42 people in chapter two right now, so we can kind of maybe make a date and go
Cool.
explore chapter two together. The other world I liked by him is organism.
Mm.
It was another really good one to explore. There's Moscow trip. You see them, right? Do you see
Yeah,
all of
yeah, I
them?
do, I do. Like 9 of
Hmm.
them.
Yeah.
Cool.
So the chapter two we can do another time, and the organism. At first I thought it was orgasm, but it's organism.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Interesting
that's
combo. Yeah. Epilogue 1, 2. Cool. This is amazing. Yeah, thanks for showing me all of this. This is really neat. I'm
yeah,
curious.
it's nice.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. I'll see you next time. I actually had a
All right, see you
recording.
guys later.
Yeah, just so you know. Let me know if you have anything you wanted to remember, so maybe I can send you the link if you need it.
Okay, great. Yeah, share.
Yeah, okay. See you next time then. Bye.
Bye.